musician Tailor's Twin and Chevie.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the Tailor's Talk Podcast, live here at Grind Entertainment Studio, home of Musician Tailor, LLC. I'm your co-host, Chevy Revis, along with my co-host and co-founder, Darrell Twin Smith.
What's up, y'all?
Today, we have a super special guest and family in the building. He's a certified life coach, artist manager, HBCU alumni, creative, curator, a published author, and a U.S. Army veteran. He's written 2 books called Growth Through Gospel, Volume 1 and 2, and he's a curator of a weekly group called Man to Man, a safe and welcoming space where real conversation happen. He's a proud member of Kappa Kappa Psi and a drumline member of one of the greatest bands in the Sutherland, the sounds of Dynamite at Alcorn State University, home of the Brave. Please help us welcome to the show, Monroe, Louisiana born and Meridian, Mississippi raised, our brother, ally, fellow veteran, and Mississippian, our future young mogul, John Griggs.
That's dope, man. I appreciate it.
What's happening with you, man?
All is well, man. How you doing?
Man, doing good over here on this side of the earth. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, man.
I'm glad y'all got me here.
Yeah, man, finally, bro. I know we've been discussing this and trying to get y'all in the hot seat, and I know our schedule's been all over the place this year. Been a trying year and a triumphant year as well. So thank you for being here with us, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Man, it's definitely a pleasure. You over here on the Tailor Talk Podcast. You know, you have a lot of great things that you doing, and you know, you spreading awareness in the community to make sure your biggest thing. You know, I'm gonna just tap on it, but we're gonna get deep into it later. But you know, how you making sure mental health stay in the forefront of our community. As things started, you know, we know you down there in Alcorn, down there where, you know, a lot of music is made, a lot of things, a great campus. I know back in 93 it was good when I was down in that area. 92, you know, used to come down there and watch out. That's when Steve McNair was still there.
Yeah.
When I used to go down. Yeah. When I used to go down to Alcorn. But growing up in Monroe, so now I'm I'm gonna hit you with one. So you was born in Monroe, but you said, we finna go cross this line over into this great state of Mississippi. But you know, you got roots in Monroe. You know, you got that good old Grambling University. So what made you say, okay, I'm gonna go in down here to Alcorn and say, instead of going over to Grambling?
Man, truth be told, I auditioned for Grambling too. I was going to go. But at the time, my senior year, Jackson State was like the coldest band in the world, in my honest opinion. And I'll never forget doing all my auditions, and a friend of mine was like, "Where you going to college at?" Because he was already at Alcorn. I'm like, man, I'm probably going to go, you know, Jackson, Grambling, whoever sent me a scholarship first. She was like, Dr. Murray leaving Jackson State, and he going to Alcorn. And I ain't asked no questions. I just went to audition for Alcorn so I could play under Dr. Murray. It was that simple for me. I figured if your band sound like that, you're going to make Alcorn sound even better. So I'm going to go.
That's what's up, man. Because that sonic boom was something serious. And that's from me being a kid into adulthood.
Consistency.
But yeah, so as, you know, you got a background in music. Also, you're an amazing veteran. You know, a lot of folks don't really know that about you. Because for a minute, I didn't know until one day you kept on talking about Griggs was in the military. So what was your MOS when you was in the military?
I was 31 Bravo military police officer.
Okay.
Bad boys.
Yeah.
So you around here locking folks up, getting them DUI.
They like they cell phone. I just be on the premises when they get there. So
Talk about we know they coming in from the club. Let's go.
Man, I already know. We gonna be at the gate. We waiting on you. Come on.
All right. Whole first line waiting.
I couldn't understand it. Yeah. I was like, man, why? Y'all know they at the gate. come through that gate and just lining them up.
You might as well switch drivers. You know it's gonna happen as soon as y'all get there. I spend time at the gate playing spades. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I got 6 to 6. It's like around 12 o'clock midnight. I'm like, oh, shouldn't nobody be coming through unless y'all coming from somewhere. I'm on the gate playing spades while somebody else watching. I hope I don't got to get off the table.
Man, them P's, they got all the dirt. They know who coming in. They know what's going on with everybody.
Absolutely.
Like, you ain't getting nothing past them, bro.
So, man, tell us a little bit about growing up in that lovely state, that lovely town of Meridian.
Man, growing up in Meridian was, I'll say it's a blessing. I moved at a young age. I was like 4 or 5 years old. So for me, that's why I always tell people I'm from Mississippi. On the back of one of my books, it say I'm from Mississippi, but one of my sisters called and was like, "You from Louisiana?" So I had to change it. But man, Meridian is amazing. There's no place like it, in my honest opinion. The people there are genuine. I wish more people in the world were like the people in Meridian, honestly. And that's something I never thought I'd say at a young age. But at the age I am now, is what you see is what you get there. Whether it's genuine kindness or whether it's just someone being rude, it's like you never have to second guess it. As far as music goes, some of the best musicians I've ever seen come from Meridian, Mississippi. Hands down, regardless of what instrument they play. And they everywhere. A lot of them are placed in the music industry now. Like you see the Twisted Geniuses, you see Pat Laystat, you see Big Crit. But it's so many others that people don't mention. Like when you talk about, oh, well, what else comes from Meridian? It's like Paramore. Like Haley is from Meridian. Like people don't discuss her when they discuss Mississippi, but it's like these are people we stayed down the street from. We like 2 years apart in age. So growing up there, it's like I saw creative people and I saw honest people. So being from Louisiana, moving there, I guess I believe I couldn't have moved into a better space.
That's what's up, man.
Lauderdale County.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Meridian, what, an hour from Columbus?
It is about an hour from Columbus.
Yeah, I used to slide through there. Y'all got the Navy base there.
Never understood that. No water in sight, but
And we got an Air Force base in Columbus.
It's Air Force Base in Meridian, too.
it is Air Force Base in Meridian.
I
Yep.
ain't know that.
We got a
Big
Navy
one,
base
too.
and an Air Force base.
Yeah, I had to stop through that one time, I tell you. G14 classified.
So, man, that's good to say, the people, I would say the people of Mississippi, they're going to tell you who they are. They're not going to hide it. They're not going to shy away from it. If they don't like you, they don't like you. If they like you, they like you. And that's the thing I tell folks about Mississippi. Mississippi folks going to really let you know who they are and what they're about. Then when you venture out to other states, that's when you start seeing the foolishness and the fakeness. But yeah, man, as growing up in Meridian, when the first time you picked up them drumsticks?
Man, I picked up them sticks before I even crossed into Mississippi. Man, I started playing drums around the age of 1 or 2 on pots and pans at my parents' house in Louisiana. And my mom was like, buy this kid a drum before he messed my dishes up. So it started there. And I stuck with it. Like, if it's one thing I know, it's like I know I'm a percussionist. It's always been a part of me. I've never really, some people really go to practice every day and be like, I got to get better. And I hate to be like the Devin Miles of it. It's like, man, I just showed up. It was in me.
That's what's up. So when you was in a band really just taught you how to read music. But everything else, you was up there, said, oh, you looking, pow. So if y'all didn't know who Devin Miles was, drumline, that was Nick Cannon.
I was waiting on you to give it that reference. I was just like...
Because they be like, who is Devin Miles? That was Nick Cannon on drumline. So, yeah, that's good to hear. You're a naturally talented drummer that definitely, went from a youngster, teenage to adulthood, from high school to college. Tell us how you was, if that first day on the field with that Alcorn University uniform on.
Man, I'll never forget. My first game was actually against Grambling at the Labor Day Classic, and it was pouring down raining. But it was surreal. It's like this what we talk about all the time, man. You can be an athlete and you go pro. Like you go play for college and then you go to the NBA, you go overseas, you play NFL, you play arena ball. There is no NFL for band. It's college band. So once you make it to that space, it's like, man, I've made it. So for me, it was like I ain't care if it was pouring down or not. I was excited to be like, man, I'm playing my first college game, and it's like I really did the work to get to this point, and it's crazy. I can still remember it, so I must have enjoyed it.
Yes, sir. I know it's like I said, a couple episodes. I say this and I say this now. When I was a kid, when I went to the football games, it was always about the band. Um, my high school band, to me, was you was already in Jackson State, man. Cause we had Mr. Mullen was our band director. He was a white guy, but he had so much soul. We was going out there like, man, you always want to be in a band because you had Lehigh, you had Caldwell. I started off at Lehigh. Lehigh band used to dominate all the bands in our area. Um, Caldwell was doing that traditional mess. Nobody want that left, right, left. I'm like, who want this here?
That was us.
Me
We
too,
was the
same.
left right.
Yeah.
We was left right. The school used to come give us the work every year was Jim Hill High School out of Jackson. I still remember. I think my 8th grade year, Meridian High School has a stadium to where the band sits behind this gate. So if somebody gets in front of you, you can't come down. I'll never forget watching Jim Hill band march into the stadium and just block up in front of our band while we sitting down and just play on us there. And I was like in 8th grade, I was like, I'm finna be in the band next year. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's like this is unheard of. But I was like, every year from then on, I had to be like at the Jim Hill game. I remember one year, man, I just wasn't being the most behaved person that my parents needed me to be. And my pops was like, man, look, I ain't finna do no extra punishment. You not playing when y'all play against Jim Hill. I was like, nah, whatever I need to do, let me know. I just need to be on the drum when we play them. It's competitiveness, and they was the best at that point. They might still be the best. I haven't seen a lot of high school bands in Mississippi recently.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know. I think my hometown, I think they starting to get a little.
Man, Harrisburg got some
Little
juice.
Yeah.
Harrisburg got some juice. That's a fact. I give them that.
They were doing that left, right, left when I was in it. Then Gulfport came down, and I just remember they showing out on us. My mom and them over there dancing. Everybody, all my family, they over there dancing their music. It's our turn. We playing some, I don't know, something stupid. I was like, man, it's crazy, bro. I need to transfer. So I understand what you're saying, man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the last day you put that Alcorn uniform on, how was that for you?
Bittersweet. My last day, I'll never forget it. It was a parade, New Orleans parade, and that's like 15 miles. It's like the bitter part is not just me graduating, but it's like, man, I gotta walk 15 miles with this drum on. But sweet, cause it's like, man, you fulfill what you went to college for, man. It's like some people want to grow up and be like, oh, I want to be the quarterback at LSU, and it's like for me, it's like, man, I went to a program and helped be a part of the change in the program. It's like it's interesting now, even going back. I go to the Classic every year, Alcorn, Jackson State, and to even see kids. I've been out of school 10 years, and to see some of them know me by name, it's like, bro, I don't know y'all, but it's dope to know that we left an impact the way we did.
That's what's up, man.
I got a question for you. Just take back one little second. So, putting on snare drum, digging into your shoulders and your back, what did you use to help? Because we had some messed up equipment at Hattiesburg.
Oh, yeah. Man, that strap different. In high school, it's the carrier. So it's like both arms, ain't really too much you can do about it. It just hurt. But you kind of get used to like that single strap in college. It kind of just become a part of you. It's like you forget it's there. The worst part is like, if you like me, I ain't old, but I mean, I'm old there. Like, my knee might hurt now. It's like, that's probably because I had that drum on it the whole time. But it wasn't too crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the ones with the carry ones. I see them wrap it with towels, the padded enough.
Tried all that.
It's still in work.
Like certain parts of it gonna dig
Still
in your
gonna
back.
dig into you.
If you play the quads, you play the bass drum, it don't matter what it is. Something gonna get you.
I think the straps are more comfortable than them carriers. That's my honest opinion.
My sister was a drummer.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, she was cold on them drums.
I believe.
She first chair. Her and our neighbor Tracy Harris, two females. They was dominating that drum line. That's how I know my sister used to rap her snare things with towels and stuff. But yeah, she was cold.
And some of the coldest drummers I've ever seen were women. I had a big sis. She not blood, but she used to play for Jackson State in '08. Joe, one of the coldest snare drummers I ever seen. There's a tenor drummer used to play for WT in that same time named Pumpkin. Pumpkin, one of the coldest tenor drummers I ever seen. One of my sisters, when I was on the drum line, her name Denise. Denise used to be better than some of the guys. So I think it's all about, like anything in life, showing up in a space where people feel you shouldn't be showing up in. It's like, now I kind of got to outdo y'all.
Yeah. And they're more patient with them. Because they say females make the best snipers, too.
That's what I heard.
Definitely way better shot than most of us. Because they got patience. They got a lot of patience and determination.
And I ain't got it. I tell anybody that. That's not my virtue of choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, my sister, she taught my son how to play the drum. So when he got in junior high school, he was a snare player.
Okay.
Now he quit. I was mad. I was sitting there like, come on now. But he did everything. He was in a choir, whole 9 yards, so he could sing, but he preferred to rap. He trying to make beats now. He'll send me something every now and then.
Understood.
I'm like, okay. I hear him. I don't be wanting him to know. I'm like, okay, he doing his thing. I just say, he'll text it to me, and I put a heart by it. But he doing his thing. My sister taught him well.
That's what's up.
But yeah, man. So here's a crazy thing. As you did all that, you said, you done graduated from Alcorn. You know, while you was at the Braves down in Alcorn, back in the woods where they had the shack. On the dirt floor. It was a dirt floor when I was down there. It's still a dirt floor.
Nah, they redid it, man. It's so small of a building. Once it get hot, the floor be wet, so it don't matter.
So, man, you met some cool cats down there. You know, one of your partners, Josh Waters.
Nah, absolutely.
So how y'all meet?
Man, funny
Funny
story, man. I met Josh in high school on the drumline battle, actually. Meridian High versus Hattiesburg. And that night, he probably the only person I remember. I wanted to fight the whole Hattiesburg drumline because and it was because of his cousin. Shout out to him. His cousin was talking cash money. I wanted to fight. And Josh be like, man, John was crying. I was like, bro, I cry because when I get mad and I can't get it out, I got to come out some way. But that's how I met Josh. And, man, Josh like LeBron James of drums at that point. When he graduated, every HBCU in the state of Mississippi actually knew they wanted Josh. Like, it was a guarantee he going to Jackson State, this, that, and the third. People from Valley probably weren't even trying to put their 2 cents in. I'll never forget. I told my cousin straight up, I said, Josh coming to Alcorn. He said, how you know? I like, bro, God taught me. He was like, yeah, we'll see. And literally, Josh walked in the band hall first day of band camp, and my line brothers and my cousin looked at me and was like, how you know? I like, I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I knew he was coming. But that feed into the space of the relationship that me and Josh had, that was a divine space. So, yeah.
That's dope right there.
That's hard.
Yes, sir. Amazing young man. Josh Waters. Y'all need to go out there and stream his music. Everybody I know, I tell them, hey, look, if you ain't listening to Josh, something wrong with you.
Facts.
He might not think so, but he one of the greatest R&B artists out of Mississippi.
Put him up.
That's a fact.
Trying to tell you, and you from Hattiesburg.
Yes, sir. Then he got a cool gangster, what, Smurf?
Smurf. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Smurf later. Yeah. Shout out to Smurf.
So you got him. He came down to Alcorn. Y'all was a dynamic duo. So that relationship y'all built from high school to college brought y'all to the state of Georgia.
Nah, absolutely. We, man, Josh will tell you. Josh wasn't my partner when I first met him. Especially in high school. In high school, man, I used to songwrite. I thought I could be an artist. I got a whole tape that y'all will never hear. And I remember reaching out to Josh while I was still in high school, too, on some, hey, bro, do this feature for me. And I know him so well now that he was like, yeah, I got you. I was like, knowing him today, I'm like, oh, you was lying. You weren't gonna do that record. But it's cool. Like, one thing that is truthful is I could actually write music. I've been signed up with ASCAP since 7th grade.
Okay.
So it's like, he didn't take that. He's like, nah, you can write. He's like, but I wasn't finna put my voice next to yours on nothing. I'm like, understood, I respect it. But in college, that's where the duo came in. He had a goal, he had a vision, and it aligned with what I wanted, and it allowed us both to still be individuals. So that's how it kind of got started, and then we ended up in Atlanta.
That's what's up, man. So once you got to Atlanta, your journey into the music industry, you became his manager.
Yeah.
So as a artist manager, how was that journey?
For me, it's always been a interesting journey. I think I take artist management in a way that I believe it should be done. I say believe because I don't think everybody run it that way. Man, I consider myself, man, a protector and a agreeer. It's like, man, my job is just to keep any harm from happening to him. And when I say agreeer, it's like, man, I'm faith-based. A lot of people, artists want to do things, and managers want to keep them from it. I believe if you're going to be with them, touch and agree. As long as it's not something that's so outlandish that is detrimental to them, man, it's like, man, if you want to do this, you want a building that you want to sell out 5,000 tickets, bet my job is to agree with you so that way the energy is towards what we want and we can make it happen. But that was always all I've ever tried to do. Protect him and agree. And then whatever else, it's like, bro, we go out there and make it happen if we want it.
Yes, sir. I agree with that.
That's
Because it makes that relationship a trustworthy relationship, and then make the artist understand that you support them wholeheartedly, but then the artist also know, hey, you will step in and say, hey, look, nah, I don't think that's gonna work, and they're gonna listen to you as you guide them through they journey in the music industry.
Nah, absolutely. I think a lot of people, man, people get managers before they need one. And people also get managers and they expect their managers to get it all done for them. Like, bro, a manager is literally supposed to be like your right hand. They just an extension of you. Sometimes somebody gonna call and want you to do something. You as a person have a brand to protect and you can't tell them no. I actually don't mind telling them. I don't mind hurting their feelings. And they could come to you and be like, man, I can't stand your manager. It's like, perfect. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. Like, but he or whoever she is that's the artist, they don't need to have the pressure of, oh, I disappointed this person by not being able to show up. It's like, bro, it ain't on your hands.
right. Even though it look like it sometimes, but at the end of the day, if they know they doing business right, gotta go to the manager anyway.
Right. You can blame it on, a good manager gonna tell you, look, blame it on me. Like, you there to be the bulletproof vest for them. It's like, you gonna take them licks. You supposed to be able to take them licks. And it's the same thing, accountability is big. If you as a manager shoot for something and it don't work out, you gotta take it and be like, hey, look, I told us to do this, it didn't work out. But that also keeps that trust and communication between y'all, because it's like, I'm around somebody who is like, accountability will keep this going. Because a lot of people won't. Some people will do things and then point the finger at everybody else. And it's like, if you working with somebody like that, you're going to always be in a losing situation.
That's crazy. See, I told you he articulate and smart, man.
Y'all upcoming managers, y'all better listen to this. Y'all better listen
right
to. But yeah, man, as y'all continue to work, like you said earlier, that, you give Josh the ability to do what he do and what you do. And as, every time I talk to you, you're a very intelligent young man. And as I talk to you, you also got your own things that you got going on. It's mental health in a community of Black men. I'm gonna just say men, period, because I ain't gonna put no color on it.
For sure.
Because a lot of men is suffering through mental health because we feel we too tough. Folks ain't gonna understand what we go through, so we kind of keep it bottled up. So as you on this journey as a life coach, a mental health specialist, how did you become that life coach and the things that you're doing to, help men in that in a mental health journey?
Man, so truthfully, I became a life coach as God told me to. And I say that because I had to go back to school to get my license. And anybody who knows me knows I get real tired and annoyed with the classroom. So the fact that I went through it, it was proof. It was like, you wanted me to do this, so I have it. But I also attribute part of it to just working with Josh. Man, you see things happen around artists, and man, they be dealing with what they dealing with. And a lot of labels and a lot of people, they don't care about the individual. They only care about their bottom line, which allowed me to take a look outside of that and just look at men in general. It's like every man has to do a job in life if it's either the survival of himself or the survival of his family. And most people don't care like what's going on. They just care about the bottom line of is the business taken care of. And it's like that's generations pushed down. I talked to a guy the other day who reminded me of a similarity that I grew up with. Man, my pops was born in the 1940s and his grandfather was born in 1905. They teach us how to be great men in the survival aspect. No one around us will go hungry, but they don't teach us how to deal with our emotions. They don't teach us how to build one another up. So when you see men out in society, it's like he has everything going for himself, but it's something missing. It's like, bro, that's something that's missing is the fact that he's not in touch with his own humanity. We have become robots. It's like we do and we do and we do, but we don't feel. So for me, I felt that it was important for people to be able to feel because feeling the emotions that you have and being able to understand them is what allows you to actually live. We be existing at a high rate when we could be living life as well.
Bars.
Yes, sir.
No, that's
Man.
real talk. That's real talk. Well, you can tell he was raised with some strong black men, you know what I'm saying? And uncles and brothers and everything.
Absolutely.
I was going to ask you, what's your degree in?
Man, my degree is in business and mass communication.
Okay, all right. I thought it was like psychology or something.
So I'm going back to school. I just signed up for grad school to be for clinical and mental health so I can actually be more than a life coach. I can be a therapist. So if I had known I was going in this direction, then I'd have done that for undergrad. But undergrad, I was like, man, literally, I changed my major like the second day of band camp. I was like, a music major only going to allow you to be a vocal coach, a band director, this, that, and the third. It's like I want to be an artist manager. So I was like, I'm going to change my major to business. I can be on the artist side of music. I understand music to a degree. I just need to understand business to be able to manage it.
That's what's up. But man, you know, I'm be straight up. You just was my mental health counselor just a few minutes ago.
No.
Cause
we got to clip that part up.
Cause I definitely, yeah.
Man, that's gonna help a lot of people.
We were built up to be strong, but emotionally, I have not been there.
Yeah.
My emotions, I've been the angry man.
It's a thing, man. It's interesting. I know, like, y'all are, like, fathers and uncles and stuff, and I watch how, like, even when they come, like, for holidays, the thing that they give men for gifts. Like, men get ties, socks, or they get things to build around the home. It's like, your wife, niece, nephew ain't decide to give you a spa day. They ain't say, we gonna take this load off of you. They ain't pay a bill in your place so that you ain't have to pay it. It's like, you gave me more things so that I could continue to be beneficial to you. You had no thought in how y'all could benefit me for one day.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, that was some bars right
man,
now. Clip that up.
So,
make note of that.
I hope y'all women hearing this now. I can go to Home Depot and buy my own, too.
I need 10.5 Jordans. Gamma just dropped. Sneakers.
For real, them Gammas did just drop.
Yeah, they did drop, man.
Man, you right, though, man. A lot of gifts, ties, socks, drills, hammers. I'm like, what you want me with this? I already got a hammer. I just thought you need a new one. I need you to go fix that that shelf in the shed.
What about the things that we don't need they give us? More liquor.
Man, that
cigarettes. Yeah.
That's a whole different conversation. We be
I know, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And we do it. I've been guilty of giving, certain people, certain gifts. And I be like, man, maybe I shouldn't have gave them that.
I'll say this too, though. Like, I won't even put that on people outside of men. I would also put that on the lack of still with men. Because we receive these things and we go in our rooms and in our minds, we be like, not another hammer. But we don't verbally say, hey, I didn't need this. Right. Because granted, two things going to happen. One, you going to say it, and that's going to start an argument on some, possibly. Or depending on who you do have as a partner or whatever, niece, nephew, uncle, they may hear it and be like, dang, so what did you need? But because we don't know what's on the other side of that flipped coin, we just choose to stay silent, which also explains how we are also the cause of our own detriment.
I learned from some of my married homeboys and people who've been in relationships for hundreds of years. Just ask your woman, ask your people, what do they want?
Yeah.
Just ask them. Like, ain't all these surprises and all the other stuff. Just ask them, what do you need? What do you want?
And that's true,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
I used to say that all the time. I said, just ask me. You know, you come in the house, you sitting there like, okay. And then you go pull out that same shirt. Like, then they get, oh, you don't appreciate nothing I do. This, you go through that old foolishness.
No, it's all good, man.
I'm simple, though. Feed me.
Right. Yeah.
Give me a good meal.
I ain't gonna lie, I respect that about you. I can feed myself.
No, but sometimes, you know, you just you want you just want somebody like, hey, because I can cook.
See, I believe it.
So me as I can cook. Sometimes you just like, I want somebody to cook me something.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Because Claire Jean taught me how to do everything. When I say my mama, she's like, hey, I'll make sure you straight when you leave this house. She taught us how to cook, clean, whole 9 yards. So when she said, I'll make sure you straight once you leave this house, then it's like, I think she got us to a point where I ain't gonna say that I don't need nobody, but sometimes it's hard. Just say, hey, well, I can cook for myself. I can do this here. I can fix this here. So it's one of those things where, you know, that's why I said you said something to me that you got my head, it's spinning in my head. I like, wow, I never thought about that. But yeah, man, you over here counseling me right now on the Tailor Talk podcast.
We're getting a free session. Know he a life coach, and he also, can I say it?
You can say it, yeah.
He's an ordained minister. Yeah. Bars.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He can marry you. He can, what else you can do?
I do baptisms. I do all that these days.
Okay. Nah, that's all. That's dope.
So you gonna open a church or you gonna get called to a church?
I'll be honest, I have a church, essentially. Not a physical, not a brick and mortar. But I've been running an online ministry for about a year.
Okay.
We meet on Zoom on Sundays. We do 5 a.m. during the week. And we meet in different cities and do Bible studies in person like once a quarter. So even this year, we're going to go to, everybody's flying in to Atlanta from like Texas and different states, Chicago, stuff like that. And we'll do like how we used to do growing up, like a watch night. But the difference is we'll study the Bible from about 7:30 to 8:30, play a couple games, enjoy yourself instead of going and being how it's been. Because most people don't have an understanding of what a relationship with God looks like. We go and we do what church looks like, and it's like what church looks like and what the relationship looks like. It's still two different things. But man, that's what I have. So I eventually believe he'll put me inside a brick and mortar. But until then, I enjoy what I'm doing. It allows me to be free. And when we go to these different cities, it allows me to do what else he's called me to do. Like we go and we give back to the homeless in these different cities. We feed people who are in need. We was able to donate stuff to a domestic violence shelter this year too. That was really dope. So man, it's living how God wants us to live instead of saying, oh, we this church, because half of these churches actually don't live how God wants us to live. But that's a different subject too.
Yes, sir.
The real ministry outside the church.
Come on.
Yeah, it is. I said that to somebody. I said Jesus was in them streets.
And was.
He wasn't in them churches, you know. But like you said, that's something else. We ain't gonna even get deep into that. I'm gonna be over there trying to they gonna be mad at me because I look at it. I look at church totally different.
Yeah. I still go. Sometimes it's like, being able to hear it outside and then going inside and getting it from different people. You know what I'm saying? And even when you're in there, sometimes you feel something different. Or you take away what you need to take away. You like music? Definitely like the worship part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's the only thing. I'm be straight up with y'all. That's the only time you're going to see my eyes open. In the church doing worship. Music, the music part, what gets me. Once he stand up in front of that pulpit, I'm going to be straight up. I'm here. The only way I stay up the whole service is if I'm behind that board.
That makes sense.
Because it's like I get my ministry from the music. Because it's going to be something. I always was like this. I can read that Bible and I pray to God for my own interpretation of the word that I'm reading. There's a lot of I feel like some pastors get up there and they preach and put what they want on you. I've been in churches where that pastor sat there and he preached towards the women to get them emotional. And soon as he see them tears dropping, sow a seed.
It's a thing. It's a performance, man. I got a friend of mine that's a producer, and I say it because he really say it. He stand on it. Pat Laystat from Meridian, Mississippi. Pat says preachers and pimps have the same things in common. He's always stood on that. He like the only difference is one of them supposed to do the right thing, and the other one knows who he is.
Yeah.
Like a lot of pastors be up here using the people. And that's something that I could never get behind. Like, I've been a licensed minister since 2016. I didn't start accepting pay for preaching until probably 2 years ago. And I had to understand that God was like, if you do what I ask you to do, they supposed to provide for you. And this is me growing up watching pastors say, I ain't coming to preach unless y'all give me 5 bands. So it's like, y'all really be telling people how much to pay y'all, but y'all say y'all doing the work of God. That don't even go in the same hands. But shout out to those people. Y'all can listen to me on Bible studies on Zoom. Follow Growth Through Gospel.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's your stand on or your take on tithes and offering?
I think it's a necessity. I do think tithes and offering is a necessity, but I also feel like there are different ways to do it. So when I go to the different cities, the reason I had them donate so that we could give to the hungry is because you're supposed to be a cheerful giver. If you're gonna give 10%, give it to somebody who could use it. Now, when you have some churches, it's like, man, this tithes and offerings is what keeps the lights on. Now, when you go to a mega church, that tithes and offering is supposed to be done in the space to like how the Bible says to do it, to give your 10% of. But that 10% of, when you read the word, is given for you to be able to have to use on another day. So we keep giving to this church 10%, and then when somebody in need, y'all ain't got nothing to give to them. What did y'all do with it?
I agree
So,
with you.
I'm glad you said that because I know, and I'm not trying to stay on this subject, but I hear it a lot. Feel like you could have great-great-grandma or big mama been in the church 50 years, and the preacher has been in that same church for all her life. And when she die, she move on, she still got to pay for it. Still got to pay for the preacher to preach for her. You know what I'm saying? Still got to pay for her own cash. Still got to be buried. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you give until, you know.
I take that. I agree to that. I take that, and I also look at it like, man, the preacher's still human. It's like, man, somebody will have out of the kindness of their heart to be like, I will bury Sister Johnson. Y'all don't have to pay me. And I know preachers who will. But I also know preachers who be like, dang, Sister Johnson died. She been with us 40 years. All right, it costs $500 for me to do her eulogy. It's like, hey, what is your purpose? Like, what are you here for? Like, the church is supposed to... Letters by Chance the Rapper, probably one of my favorite songs this year, because he calls out the church. It's like, y'all say these things, but it's like, man, we keep having to look outside of the church for people to help us when the church's supposed to be a pillar in the community. We talking politics, and back in the day, the church had no problem with standing up and telling you who to and who not to vote for. Nowadays, y'all scared. We talking hunger in the community, and a lot of churches give back, but y'all give back just because it's a tax write-off, not because it's in y'all heart to do it. So it's like, man, look, me even becoming who I became in God came with me almost not even believing in God. It's a real thing. Like, well, I was at Alcorn, I was about 5.6% away from becoming a Muslim. I was about to convert. I was like, because they do for theirs. They believe in discipline. Being a Christian allows you to serve God, but it also allows you to choose if you want to and if you don't want to. And the minute someone reads a scripture to you that you don't like, the first thing that we say is, well, that ain't what he meant. It's like, oh, all right. It's like, it's literally proof of, man, I gave you the choice. But that's the whole foundation of Christianity. We can move on. It's the space of love. You can't make your wife and your husband, anybody love you. They have to choose you. And God is like, you have to choose if you want to love me, and you have to choose if you want to live right. I can't put you in heaven or hell. He's like, you're going to put yourself there.
Yeah. Like coach, yeah. Or a minister. Or preaching up here today, boy.
Yes, yeah, you really are. Look, man, I ain't got nothing to say.
I just be curious, about stuff like that, man. Because I'm not your question, but I do know I always been taught you got to have your own relationship.
You got to.
Yeah.
With any deity that you under, you got to have your own relationship with that. You know what I'm saying? So
it looked different for us all. When I first became ordained, first became licensed, my pops was like, you supposed to put on a suit and go to church and do it like this every day. And I was like, that ain't what he called me for. I bring more people to God being just who I am, walking around, wearing T-shirts, hoodies, being at some of these industry events, and then somebody be like, y'all know he a minister, and they be like, no, he ain't. And it's like, by the time you done had a 30-minute conversation, is, hey, what a church you at? Like, can I come watch you preach? It's like, Josh, my witness, the last sermon Josh watched me do, I preached, I had T.I. quotes in it. It's like, but it wasn't to be like funny. It was like, nah, it's like, bro, it's a real thing. It's like, man, how can I get to the people if I don't have anything to relate to the people with? Y'all preaching over the people. You're not winning souls. You pushing more people away from God. It's like, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to win.
You know what's crazy, man? I used to get looked. I know I used to get looked at crazy because I never wore suits to go to church. I've been to church everywhere I done went in the world. No matter what duty station, we've been in Iraq, Afghanistan. No matter what, I'm going to church some kind of way. But I never wore like suits and things. I was like, man. But now you see it. You go to church, everybody dressed like this.
Everybody.
Because
Everybody.
I think the way the churches used to be back growing up, especially in Mississippi, you had to. What to say? Hey, I'm finna take you to the store, get you some church clothes.
Yeah.
I'm like, then as you get older, you like, what's church clothes? Because I got to wear this same suit to an interview.
Right.
So it was one of those things where I started with jeans and T-shirts going to church. And then it was 15th Street Church of God in Christ in Columbus, Mississippi. I remember this like it was yesterday. One of my classmates, Pops, he came in the church. He stood in the back in the corner. And as he stood back in the corner, the only thing the preacher was preaching. The only thing he kept on saying was, thank you, Jesus. Yes, Lord, had his Bible in his hand. And, I seen the pastor do this here. So I seen the deacon walk down, said something to him, and then he just stood there. He kept on saying, thank you, Jesus. Then here come another deacon, and they escorted him out the church. I'm like, why? And then I was like, he came in there regardless of what you thought of him. They just, that's when I really started, like, I strayed away. I'll be the first one. I strayed away. When I joined Army, I'm reading the Quran. I got the message on to the black man, all that stuff. But then I found myself going back to coaching. Then that's when I was like, this a coat. I said, this is a whole coat. Because the way they maneuvered and the Kojic, it was just a bunch of foolishness. So then that's when I found myself going to non-denomination churches. Then I go to Baptist. Then I find myself say, I'm going to just read the Bible and ask the Lord for the guidance he need me to understand. Then when I got here, the way I got back in the church was working at the church. I think I worked at always 4 churches since I've been here. Had to let them make it. Had to let the first one I left, because the first one I left, I'm be straight up, I seen the foolishness. It was off a Cascade, and I felt they was taken from the community. And that's all I kept saying. I said, man, they stealing. And then it was the incident that happened, little youngster, his girlfriend, they had a baby. He was a volunteer, and he just asked one of the brothers that was a pastor at the church, can he get compensated for? I mean, he's doing the cameras. If I wasn't doing audio, he was doing audio. And what got me when he said, how dare you come in the house of the Lord and ask for some money? And we all looked at him and said, the same way you do. Mm-hmm. Then that's when everybody, they ain't had no audio, no cameras, no nothing that day. They called Kenya. Nah, I'm done. So it's one of those things where you start, like you said, you got folks, pimps and preachers. Which hat you wearing today?
Yeah, it's real.
It's a real thing, man.
But man, all this lovely stuff we talking about, man, as you're a preacher, you life coach, artist manager, musician, mental health counselor, whole 9 yards, what else you got up under that hat? Because you got a bunch of hats on.
I think that's about it for now that I know of. Man, I'm an author. I got 2 books. I should have a 3rd one come out this year, 2026. I'll probably have another one come out 2027. I just figured out what it's gonna be about. But man, I'm just a person. I don't take nothing for granted. I actually don't even like when people announce that I do such things. I've been with Josh for I don't know how long, and Josh be like, you a minister. People should know you a minister. Or we'll go places and Josh will be like, man, he got a book. I'm like, bro, we here because Josh Waters is performing. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, and I understand it now more so because it's like, bro, you do ministry. Like, even when Josh is on stage, man, that's Josh's ministry. I've seen people hands lifted while Josh is on stage. But even Josh, when we pray before he go on stage, it's like, bro, this ain't about y'all seeing him. It's about seeing God. So, man, I just show up as who I need to be for who needs somebody that day. That's really who I am in a nutshell.
Yes,
Speaking of Josh Waters, what's your top 5 from Josh Waters?
Man, my top 5 for Josh Waters, like singles, is This Fire. This Fire, Perspective is my second. Run is my third. Bliss, Dipped in Honey, and my honorable mention is Rain.
Okay. That dipped in honey is dope. I do like that dipped in honey. So, man, I'm glad you brought that dip in honey up. Because here's the thing. It was on my title, and it disappeared. I'm like, what happened? So I'm in there looking. So I found it on YouTube.
Okay.
But I'm like, what happened to it on title?
Good question. It should still be up there.
It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes.
Because when I was, every time it was in my playlist, and then one day it just said, this song can't be played no more. The artist took it down.
Nah, we ain't take it down. We did take some music down at one point, but it's still on iTunes and it's still on Spotify. I have to check it and see why it's not on title. But you about the only person I know got title.
Man,
I was gonna say that.
The reason I got title because when Jay-Z had,
I understood.
had
I had
title,
it
I
there for
said,
about a
let
day and a
me
half.
go on, support. I know he got billions. I said, let me go on support the brother. And I just ain't traded up yet.
Understood.
But I eventually I'm gonna have to because Apple Music giving us discount.
Apple do keep the discounts. I appreciate them for it.
They do. What's your top 5, Josh Waters?
Man, I got Cyclone, Bandwidth. I got since I do like dipping honey, Wanna Fly, and what's my other one? Sweet.
Okay.
Okay, sweet. That's off the deck.
Yeah.
52 deck.
Yep.
All right. So I got Miles of Diamonds. I got Ride. I got Cyclone, of course.
Okay.
Gelato. Awesome. And I had my honorable mention. Dipped in Honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I do like Gelato. That's on my playlist too. A lot of the songs he got is. I just tell anybody, y'all just gotta listen.
You actually just put it on shuffle, to be honest with you. I ain't even trying to cap you down. Like, yeah, because I heard something new today that I'd never heard.
For real, what you
I guess it just went on my head.
I understood.
It's one, it was a feature with an artist. I name started X. It's off the deck. It's off the deck. Because they hit us with 52, man. They dropping a song a week. You know what I'm saying? And a video with it.
That Miles of Diamond was it was dope too. I definitely if you got your power fence up, that's a song for you. I had that thing on repeat.
Yeah. Visuals, everything.
But Dipping Honey, something serious.
Yeah. Now I'd be amazed when he do Cyclone.
Oh yeah.
And just watching how people just be like, people ain't even moving. They just like he has us in the trend. And I just be looking around the room and everybody just be like,
they being out. The boy got a voice.
Crazy, man.
He got a voice. It ain't too many people who, especially today, there ain't too many people who sound like that just naturally.
Right. Yeah. Right. The Usher.
Nah, facts.
I think he better than us. He better than us.
His voice is amazing, man. I'm just glad he from the HBCU ITY Hub City.
He from the SIP.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, man, I know we could do this all day, and
absolutely.
I know you got a lot of things to do. Oh, I wanted you to shout out that brand too, man.
Oh man,
Black on.
Shout out to Amir James out of Mississippi, man. He got an amazing brand. T-shirts, he got hoodies, he got jackets, man. Whatever you need, and it's quality material. If you ever seen me in the interview, I probably got one of these on just because it's a comfortable spot when you know you about to sit and talk for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. And what was the hat?
The hat, Stay Aware. Shout out to the Stay Aware company, man. Health conscious, mental awareness conscious apparel. You can put it on, look good in it, and you know, it actually has a message you can walk around with.
That's what's up.
Definitely.
So, man, I need you to look in that camera and tell them where they can find you at. Social media, websites, whole 9 yards.
Oh, for sure, man. You can find me on all social media platforms at that's_Griggs, THATS_GRIGGS. If you press the link in any of my pages, it'll take you to a website, and the website just has like my books and it has my life coaching services. It also has like the Bible studies. And if you just want to see me in person, I'm at Kingdom Life Christian Center every Sunday in Decatur, Georgia.
Decatur, where's greater?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, man, we appreciate you, man. You know,
I
your family,
appreciate
we're
y'all.
proud of everything that you're doing, but you continue to do great things. You're our young mogul. You know, you're going to go out and continue to do great things, man. So appreciate you stopping by the Tailor Talk podcast.
No, for sure. Thank y'all, man. I done made it now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can't fuck what else they need to do.
Hey, we need y'all to go in there, like, share, and subscribe to the Tailor Talk podcast. And see y'all next time.